Hey guys, it's Dawn,
Cathy,
and Todd.
We're just out and about, and guess where we are today? I don't know if you can guess from that, but we are back at the Land of Oz in Beech Mountain, North Carolina, and we're here for a private tour. We just finished the tour. We didn't do an intro before we started, so I'm going to show the tours. This is kind of our intro, outro, but what an awesome tour today.
Yes.
And they do offer private tours at any time during the summer, right?
Through August 2nd.
Through August 2nd. Yeah. So we've had a great time here. Got to see a lot of things that we missed, I guess, when we came a couple years ago for the autumn event. Right. Hopefully they'll still have an autumn event this year. Fingers crossed. So keep an eye on their website and everything for that and their social media. But in the meantime, be sure to like, comment, subscribe.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yep. And I'm not sure how long this will be because there's really a lot of stuff that I don't want to cut out.
Yeah.
So let's take off on the tour. Okay.
He saw the emerald green cask in the gnarled trees and was instantly transported to his favorite childhood book, The Wizard of Oz. So from there, he began designing the park on his knees, so viewed from the viewpoint of a child. Jack was really special in that sense. We'll head on up to the Fountain of Youth. So the park operated from 1970 to 1980. Carolina Caribbean was the company that leased the land and built the park. That consisted of Grover, Perry, and Spencer Robbins. 1970, Spencer flew to LA for MGM's backlot auction. He took $15,000 and was very excited about purchasing the ruby red slippers. They exceeded $15,000. So he began buying everything else that he could, which included co-owning the screen-worn Judy Garland dress with movie star Debbie Reynolds.
Wow.
She was also collecting as much as she could for museums, and Spencer struck up a deal where 6 months out of the year it would be here on property, then she could hold it the other 6 months. They did that the first year, switching it back and forth, but otherwise they kept it here after that first season. She didn't have the museum at the time, and it was just easier not to have to ship it and worry. 1975, Carolina Caribbean went bankrupt. December of 75, there was a fire in C Building. That was the offices, the amphitheater, and the costume shop. They lost all the costumes, they lost all the audio-visual. So 1976, the park was in foreclosure. The bank owned it. Colonel Smith went to the bank and said, let me operate it. He operated in 76. Between 76 and 80, different management companies came in and operated the Land of Oz. They weren't putting the time, love, or money back into the park. So in 1980, they literally shut the doors and walked away. 1985, the landowners were able to prove that the lease was then voided, and they were able to regain ownership of the property. They didn't know how to run a theme park. They were real estate developers, and that's why there's all the houses here. That's what they knew, so that's what they did. We're just very lucky, blessed, that we still have as much of the park as we do, and that they allow this creative team to come in and still host events. They're very generous. They say whatever revenue we can generate from events, those are the projects that we can then fund to restore the park. We are in our 50th year, so one of my project this past spring was caring for this beautiful 50-year-old fountain. I put a lot of love, time, and effort into giving it the presentation that it has at this moment. It is not perfect. I am in no way a professional.
I was going to say, it looks more 50'd up than what I remember, yeah.
Very
I'll go with that. It was another gazebo type piece, and you walked in and they said there were maps for sale, there were cameras for sale in the very early 70s. I think after that it just became a walkthrough kiosk is what we're hearing from the original Aussies. This was the main entrance. There was the museum just on the other side of these trees, so that's what you came into first.
Right.
And then you came to the Fountain of Youth, and then up to the Judy Garland Memorial overlook.
Now what do you do then?
Back in the day, I was Dorothy for about 15 years.
Okay.
And now I'm the man behind the curtain.
Yeah, are you really?
Now I'm the general manager and caretaker.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I help with the logistics coordinations of the productions and the staffing and the customer service. And make sure
Awesome.
everyone's having a good time and just make sure it's running.
So you've been here a while.
Yes.
It's wearing a lot of hats, definitely.
Especially now in this state that we're in, I don't want to spend any money, so I try to do as much repairs and landscaping that I can do as possible.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Performed the music, created the music for the park, and there's a beautiful rendition of Linus McLaurin's Over the Rainbow that played right here.
Yep, I can definitely remember the music.
Absolutely gorgeous. We mentioned Grover, Harry, and Spencer. This was a big project for Grover. He was very excited for this to happen. Unfortunately, Grover passed away just a few months before the park opened.
Oh, that's a shame.
We do have a memorial for Grover. I like to think he watches over us and he keeps the weather at bay when we do private tours. Right, Grover? The past couple of days we've had a lot of rain, and every time I would talk about Grover, the rain would stop for the tours, and then as soon as the tour was over, it would downpour. So I truly, truly believe that Grover loves sharing this place with others, and that he will hold the weather for us just so others can love and enjoy it as well. We have a marker for Grover along the way, so I always like to say hello. An interesting fact about Grover is his ashes are spread up here, but his mother did not believe in cremation, so the family had a burial with an empty casket.
Wow.
Oh, wow,
Very
okay.
interesting.
So we can head on down into Kansas.
All right.
Cast and crew were very eager to come back and see the park, so they begged to have a reunion. And they began doing reunions for cast and crew, and that has now grown into what we call Autumn at Oz. We're very lucky to have a handful of original Aussies that come back and participate with us. A lot of the original Dorothys come back as Aunt Ems, Gulches, and Glendas.
Okay.
And that is Grover's markers.
That is,
Thank you,
okay.
Grover.
Hey, Grover.
And here we are in Kansas. Look a little different than Autumn at Oz.
Yeah.
Definitely.
A little bigger, a little more open.
A little bigger, yeah, with it open. And not people everywhere.
Definitely different without the people.
They had miniature horses, goats, lambs, sheep, rabbits, and I've seen pictures of ducks. We've set the barn up as a little shop for our private tours. We're very limited sizes. This is just left over from last season. We've not ordered new.
What do you have in larges?
Small, medium, larges. I have the retro, I have the blue, I have the tie-dye as far as the adult t-shirts go. We do have some older product that I don't have out right this minute, but we do have this in a large as well.
I don't know if anyone's ever brought this to your attention, but you would go back to your car and they would have a bumper sticker on there.
There's a lot of, so it was the children of the employees who were paid a quarter, was it every bumper sticker or a quarter? Anyway, they got paid to put bumper stickers on all the cars in the parking lot.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I love it. Nice, the house.
Sort of, but I don't know. I'm not much.
American Gothic, the farmer with the pitchfork.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
So when you look behind him in the painting, you'll see that pitch of the house and that window.
Very interesting.
Jack was amazing with his designs. He hid those little Easter eggs that were so special.
That's great.
But I hear there's a terrible twister coming. Better go down.
Oh, no. We better go to the cellar. You're probably going to tell us, well, y'all come on.
Not at all.
I said, oh, we get to look at the stuff that we couldn't look at because you're being rushed through, kind of.
No, I don't rush. I just wait until you all are ready. The nice thing is you know the layout, so I don't have to announce as much.
Yep. The last time we were here, that seemed so much larger to me, than it did when I was a kid. Did they change that any at all? Wow.
It actually, 2018, I think, the ceiling used to have a very raised ceiling with a chandelier that hung in the middle. But we had to restore the ceiling. We had to restore the roof. So we took that all out and just made a drop ceiling that's all level right now with canned lights. So it's technically smaller in a sense than when you came through in the 70s. Yes. The cool thing is the film footage that you see is from the 70s.
Oh, cool.
You have to recognize it.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I'll just be down the stairs. There's a handrail on the right whenever you're ready.
Okay. We're in the cellar.
Walls signed it. Charlie, 1979.
Wow.
My favorite part.
Ooh. I know it's like, yeah, but when you step up here, it's like, whoa.
In the 1970s, the houses were complete identical houses. There's been some modifications to the upstairs house to create it a living space. And they did used to rent out the upstairs.
Oh gosh, really?
It is a prop house. It was never intended for anyone to live in it. The insulation's not there, the heat's not there, and so when I came into management, we turned it back into a prop house.
That is really interesting.
I mean, I would have stayed there.
I would have too, yeah. Who wouldn't have wanted to? So cool.
Easy to lose your balance in there for sure.
I know. Kind of messes with you.
Well, there she is. In all her glory.
When they were building the house, they said the workers could only work for 15 minutes at a time as they would get sick.
I can understand why.
It's on a double axis of 15 degrees.
Wow.
Well, you know, the whole thing that I like about the way Oz is now compared to the way it was back in the 70s, it's truer to the original movie now. The costumes, I mean, the whole 9 yards. It's just, you know, to me back then the characters weren't.
They were Jack's creation. They absolutely were a time period creation.
Okay.
Dorothy with her mini clogging skirt and the mascot heads.
Right.
But at the same time, to keep the park as timeless as it is, those from the 70s who've come back and still enjoy it, and the new generations who come through and are just mesmerized.
I totally was, yeah.
Now, do you guys always do these tours during the summer? I mean, anytime, or are you just doing it due to not being able to open this year?
I've been helping run private tours for over 10 years.
Oh, okay.
So they're just not always as publicized as our other events. Honestly, this is a lot of weight on one person's shoulders to run the private tours. So now we are revamping this year with the State of the World, and we are bringing in more teams to help work the private tours and A, to keep the lights on, B, to keep people engaged with the park. So we're very blessed to be able to do anything right now.
Yeah, definitely.
And to me, the beauty of it is we're mainly an outdoor venue.
Right.
Where they come out and do a song and dance. Opening day boasts 4,000 people in attendance. Opening season sold over 400,000 tickets. Originally, this gazebo was the only viewing station, so they added on additions and extra viewing space so that they could hold the amount of people who were coming and more could view. Can you imagine? I mean, Autumn at Oz, maybe 3,000 people is what I'm able to get through. I don't even want to fathom what 4,000 looks like in here.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So that was originally where the scarecrow was?
Yes. Up the nose and the chin comes all the way down with the Wicked Witch.
Wow.
Alice Leggett Lamar, the choreographer, her children were running around before the park opened, and her son looked up and goes, "Look, it's the witch." And Jack Pennis, the designer, his jaw just dropped.
Okay, where's the witch?
So can you see the eyebrow way up top, and then the nose juts out, and then the chin comes all the way down. You've got it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's her nose.
Yep, that's the nose right there.
Yep.
Wow.
When there's no leaves, there's actually, I can kind of see it right here, there's a tip of the hat right through that hole in the leaves.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. That is really cool. But that was just a natural formation, right?
That is earth-made, not man-made, which is just so magical. See that shiny brick?
Oh, that is.
That is the original glazed brick. If you feel it, you will feel how smooth and slick it really is.
Yeah, you can tell.
You can tell it's glazed.
So I guess because people were sliding on them,
they put the quartz in there with the glaze to try and help with the slickness. Starting about 2015, they started painting the yellow brick road, and every year since we really do have to paint it.
Yeah.
I much prefer the original glaze. But we do have theft. That brick is there because someone stole a brick. Often they're stealing bricks that are not original. And I would love to give anyone just a painted over brick. But it breaks my heart to lose any bricks. It's rare.
Definitely.
Last year I didn't lose any, so this year I've lost one so far. If you look out this way, you'll see 4 pillars, and that was the original Tin Man stage that sat on those 4 pillars.
Wow.
Okay.
Neat.
So this gazebo wasn't here. The stage was just there, right?
This gazebo was here.
Oh, it was here.
And they did
Okay.
have addition viewing to this left side originally as well.
Okay.
On one of my last tours yesterday, he noticed that skylight. One of our gentlemen noticed the skylight, and he's like, "What's going on there?" Jack Pentis was very adamant about not cutting down trees, so you'll look and see there's actually a tree stump here.
So the tree
So
went
they
through
created a space for the tree to continue to grow. Rumor is Jack only cut down one tree that was a certain diameter that was not considered a sapling in order to build a park.
Mm.
I
Cool.
spoke to the gentleman who cut down that tree. He came to put in the balloon lift ride that was in operation. And he went to Jack and said, "Jack, I've got these 2 trees in the way. I can't get my equipment through." And Jack lost his mind. Those trees were not coming down. He said, "Jack, you don't have to cut down both. I've just got to cut down one so I can get my equipment in." Jack was not having it. Finally, he said, "Jack, the tree comes down or you're not getting the balloon lift ride." So Jack allowed for the one
For
tree.
the one tree to be
come
taken.
down.
Oh, wow.
You'll get a new experience from anything you've done with Autumn at Oz. We're going to go up to the original lion's den.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, because we just saw him right here.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm. Right in here,
Yep.
I think.
Oh, neat.
Oh, how
Well,
neat.
this brings back memories. I remember that little door.
So the stage was sat on top of this rock wall here. The lion would jump out from behind the den and do his song and dance. He never opened the door. Behind the door is where the speaker sat.
Okay.
So the music would come out. And that's something about the Scarecrow and Tin Man houses. They had windows. And that's where the speaker sat, was in the windows. So you
Gotcha.
could hear the music. Now that is a natural rock formation where they put the facade on the front. Jack was very adamant again about keeping the beauty of the land and not destroying it to create the park, but to enhance the land.
Nice.
Now, that cave in there is very small. I cannot stand up straight. They used to have 2 actors who would stay in there all day. So they put a beach lounge chair that laid flat. One actor would lay flat while the other one was out here singing and dancing. We've also been told by the actors that they shared one costume.
Ooh. Wow.
They said that was not pleasant.
I bet not. And I guess they had to change in there too?
So they just, their shorts and shirt and just switched out the
Wow.
costume.
Crazy.
Goodness. And you can't even stand up in there?
No, it's not tall enough for me to stand up in the highest point.
Huh.
So not only were they squished, they were having to change costumes.
So down here is our aviary. This tree that's so nice and big and beautiful had a branch that would cross all the way through that open space. So they built a bird cage around it to highlight it. They also put in tropical birds, which did not survive the season.
Right, I could imagine.
So they did add animatronics. This is a squiggle path. The shows on the road would happen every 15 minutes. So if a show was happening for the lion, they would hold guests down here until the next show was ready.
Okay.
Wow.
One of our restoration projects this year is the man-made waterfall. As we turn this switch back right here, there should be a waterfall coming down this rock.
That'll be pretty.
Mm-hmm.
It should have been in operation for you guys when you were here.
Yeah.
2000.
I think it was. Yeah.
I can't remember it.
We replaced the pump last year, but now we've learned that the tubing that takes the water up now needs to be
Needs to be replaced.
as well as the retention pond. It's going through some renovations as well. It's called the Frog Pond, and I never really knew why for a very long time until someone pointed out it's in the shape of a frog.
Oh.
So his eyes are up top here. That's his
Yeah.
his bottom, and then his little foot in the front comes back around his chest to his head.
That's cute.
Feels like a magical spell's pulling us this way. We should have stayed on the Yellow Brick Road. I wonder who we'll find down here. Might have to watch the trees for faces. Must be in the haunted forest.
I love the trees.
For private tours, you are invited down into the witch's castle.
Okay.
Be sure just to watch your step, as there are rocks between the platforms.
So, did she originally perform?
So yes,
Down there?
she would stay inside the hut and come out and do song and dance. Absolutely. Great shot of the ridge top and the top of the castle.
Oh, yeah. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
This platform, this footer, has a matching one that's underneath the gravel over there, and this is what held the poles up. That held the cable that carried the balloon out of your boat. So you loaded on the balloon in the Emerald City. You went across Emerald City, down the mountain. This was the one spot you went back up and over the Yellow Brick Road, and then it brought you back into the Emerald City. The Emerald City had a magic moment show. And the scarecrow would get his
His brains,
the lion would get his
courage,
and the Tin Man got
his heart.
and Dorothy would sing a small bit of Over the Rainbow, click her heels 3 times, and then disappear behind a cloud of smoke. And then the cast would say, "Look," and the audience would turn around, and Dorothy would go by.
Well, I can remember that. Yes, I can remember that. And I loved riding that ride. That was awesome.
So when time travel's invented, this is where I'm coming. I hope you still are keeping an eye out.
Oh,
Sorry, I was talking.
yeah, he's happy.
He is happy.
As far as, you mean that answers the door, the bellman?
No, that helps her get back.
Oh, helps her get back. God, was it Glenda?
It is.
Yes, okay.
Glinda comes and says she had the power all along, but she had to learn it for herself. Do you remember what she had to learn?
That there's no place like home.
The monologue goes, "If I ever go looking for my heart's desire, I won't look any further than my own backyard. Because if it isn't there, then I never really lost it to begin with. Because there's no place like home." Shall we? There's no
one
place like home. There's
no place like home. There's no place like home.
Awesome.
Y'all are just so magical. I love it.
Oh, ring the bell.
Pull it down the street.
There we go.
Who rang that bell?
Who rang that bell?
And to this left here, you can see the red pad, and that was the restaurant. That was the Rainbow Room.
Now, during the event, you have a tent and stuff set up there, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
To the right of that red pad was the amphitheater that had the offices up top. The main level was the stage, and down below was the costume shop. We did some excavating a few years ago, and I actually found the linoleum from the costume shop, and I can match it to the pictures. The last remaining balloon. The bulb has fallen down. It should be up much higher, and 4 people could fit in the basket standing.
Okay, 4 people. Huh. Pretty cool.
I can remember when you were coming down, there was like a trench, and
Yeah.
the pole would
So this is the bull wheel
Uh-huh.
that spun you. And so that trench would have been right through here.
Oh, okay.
I've been able to find those pictures and put together those pieces of the puzzle. So the bull wheel spun you right here, brought you down into Emerald City, across Emerald City, down the mountain, then back up over in the yellow brick road and back to here.
Wow.
So how long was the ride?
We have video footage of a ride. I want to say maybe 10 minutes.
Okay.
I'd have to go back and confirm and reinvestigate just a tiny bit. But it took a while, and there were actually days that you could not ride the balloon because of the wind.
Right.
There is YouTube footage of a balloon just freaking out. You just walk through this in the wind, and you're like,
Oh.
and the wind we get up here is horrendous, and then the fog that's up here. I can't imagine riding in the
Oh, I know,
fog.
right?
So these are costumes from the late 1970s.
Yep. Thought that was so cool.
These were from when? The 1970s?
The late 1970s.
Late 70s?
They replaced the mascots with base paint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was going to say, I remember the full.
Right there on that brochure, it has the
Yep.
little mascot heads.
Yeah.